Back out here again, and we've just got a couple of days training left before the Fastnet. So Nick and I, there's Nick, just left Paul this afternoon, and the idea is to practice some manoeuvres, to get a bit more of an idea on settings and boat speed, and just to kind of get used to sailing with each other, because the Fastnet is in 4 days' time.
So we're just off start point. We've got a little bit of breeze now. We've got 4 headsails up, so the big J0 and then these 3 here. So we're getting ready for the breeze to build this evening, and then we'll be reaching south.
Since the refit, we're just kind of working through all the big changes, and one of the things I really wanted to figure out was how I could run a 4-sail setup for the Vendée Globe race. Now we've adapted our bowsprit to take 2 tack lines, and then we've got another point on the deck there. Nick and I this morning have been working with different sails, putting them up and down in the light breeze and trying to work out which combination works the best. Just thinking about the Fastnet, but also the Vendée Globe for me next year. When you're sailing at night, it's really important to try and protect your night vision. And white light completely destroys your night vision. If you look at a white light, then you really struggle to pick out objects in the dark afterwards. So one of the things we have to do every evening as it gets dark is change our displays to turn them into red light, which is better for night vision, and then just dim them down, because at night time we don't need such bright light. Dawn's just breaking, and there really is hardly any wind at all, 1 or 2 knots. It's frustrating because we've only got a couple of days training left before the Fastnet, but you've just got to take what you're given. There's always something to learn, so we're not zipping along at 25 knots, but we've still got to make the boat move in whatever conditions get chucked at us. And it is just always such an incredible privilege to be out on the sea when the dawn breaks. It is just a really spectacular time of day. I love it. As the breeze is filling in, so it's Tuesday afternoon now. We did a little bit of flopping around earlier, but now the breeze is filling in, so we're making our way west. We'll have a little look at where we are on the chart plotter here. So there's start point, Dartmouth, there's the Lizard and Falmouth down there. If we zoom in a bit, you can see we're right next to Eddystone Rocks. So just going past Eddystone Lighthouse. And the plan is to keep going west until Falmouth, and then we're going to reach over towards France for a bit, and then we'll head home. One of the significantly different things about these new foils is that we don't use all of them, all the foil extension all the time. Now with the old foils, the foils were either in or out. With the new ones, depending on how much power I want, I can decide how far to extend them. So one of the jobs that Will, our rigger, has done for us this week is to put some marks on so we can understand what extension we're at. And here's our key for that up here. So the foil up line is orange, the foil down line is green. At 100% we've got 4 marks on the boat, at 80% 3 marks, 60 is 2 and 40 is 1. And that way we're starting to learn how much power we need to maintain a consistent, steady, achievable speed.
Okay, so we're just heading back into pool after 2 and a bit days at sea, our final testing and training for the Fastnet. We've had a range of conditions, a lot of sails up and down, and I think it's been pretty positive.
Yeah, it has, definitely. There is still a lot to learn, but we're finding our way through it, but also getting used to working with each other, which is kind of another whole thing as well, because I'm so used to being on my own. Does it show? So next stop is the Fastnet. If you want to follow us on the Fastnet, the race starts at 1:20 on Saturday. It's going to be live streamed on Facebook, and you can follow us on a tracker. We will share all the links and the details, so watch this space.